Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats on Reviews, and I watched The Hunger Games uh, what was it? The Hunger Games Mockingjay, I want to say Mockingbird, uh, part 1. You know, with this movie finally realized that this franchise is just not really for me, It's, the franchise ain't bad, but um, it doesn't get me excited, you know? At first I thought, oh yeah, Hunger Games, finally I can watch Hunger Games. But then I watched the first movie and it doesn't really get me excited. I watched the second movie and it's a bit better, but it still doesn't get me excited. Third movie, we're in uh, no excitement. And it's, you know, maybe I will even give the second movie a 3 out of 5 instead of a high 3, low 4. Um, but this movie this franchise just doesn't get me excited. Even though I love the play or die aspect of the movie, just like in Saw, Alice in Borderland, Squid Games, um, other, mangas, I fucking love it, or other animation, I fucking love it. But this one just doesn't get me excited. Um, that said, let's just start with the movie. I know that this franchise is very unpopular on my channel. So I don't expect a lot of views. Anyway, um, for the one that's watching, thank you very much. But let's just start with the movie. We hear Katniss whisper, probably to herself. Um, then a light, a light from a flashlight shines on her. She looks, and then she goes behind the corner into hiding. Um, a woman called out that she can't stay there or can't be there, um, and that she needs some sleep. But Katniss, calls back, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Um, then someone grabs her, and now she is laying. She struggled a bit back, and now she's laying in a hospital bed. Well, somewhere in an infirmary or you know something like that, because she was on an IV. Well, maybe she was not on an IV, but there was an IV in that room, and she was just laying there. Um, she got out of bed. She gets up out of bed, and she walks to the door, opens it, and starts walking a bit off. Um, But we're gonna leave it at that, because if you want to know what's gonna happen next, you have to watch the movie yourself. Um, sorry. What I'm curious about, about, uh, I'm, I'm about curious. I'm curious. How did they film these 4 movies? Because the fifth one is from 2023, but the first 4 are from 2012 to 2015. Every year they came out with a new part of the movie. So how did they do this? Because did they film it all at once? Because I know it's based on books. So it's probably impossible to film it all at once. Maybe every year a book came out, but how did they do it? Did they film it legit a whole movie within a year? They made it within a year and then dropped it next year, every fucking time. Maybe the first movie could have been a bit more. If the book came out in 2009, and then they did 3 years about making the movie, and then dropped it in 2012. But then they immediately started with the next movie and then the next movie and the next movie and the next movie because you know it every year dropping a movie that's kind of cool, but it it's probably very hard, because you have to take film some shit up again, and I don't know. So kind of impressive that they dropped one every single year. Um, so I'm curious, did they film it, every year again, or did they film it all at once and then dropped it every single year? So if you know, put it down below in the comment section. Um, Snow, the guy, the head guy, he said, yeah, we survived together. Well, it's not really surviving together. Well, the people that are fighting in the Hunger Games, yes, they are surviving. The people from the districts, they are surviving. What Snow and all those other high class people are doing, they are just living. They are not surviving, they're just living. So, I wouldn't say from, oh yeah, we're surviving together. Yes, the districts are all surviving together. You, Snow, you are just living with your rich ass. Um, and also like I said, maybe the second movie gets maybe the points down to a 3 out of 5, because the excitement isn't just there. I did kind of like the fighting, so well let's keep it high 3 low 4. But this movie definitely gets a 3 out of 5. There was no, the action was less. It Yes, it's all a bit closing up, obviously, but now, and it's probably because that movie is just not for me. But I will give this movie a 3 out of 5. It's not that exciting. So I hope that the last movie for tomorrow, Mockingjay Part 2, will be better, but I don't know, we'll only know it when we see it tomorrow. And then we have still the Hunger Games prequel, that's coming on Friday, because that's the movie from 2023, because that's about young Snow. So maybe we can see why he is such an asshole. Only downside it's with Rachel Zegler, so but I'm not gonna judge her just I'm not gonna judge the movie because she's just fucking hell. I'm not gonna judge the movie based on that she is inside. She plays in the movie, but I'm just gonna judge it, based on how the movie is, and you know, there's just a downside that she plays in it. Because I am planning to watch the new Snow White from both Brad Cooper, from the Daily Wire. That Snow White, I want to watch that one, and I want to watch the one with her in it, and if it's, I definitely gonna, retract. I'm gonna downplay it. Gonna pull. Nee, gonna scrape off some numbers, because of some shit that she's done and all, and some accuracy, because obviously Snow White, the name says it's Snow White, it says not Latina. That the name says it's Snow White, even the description, she is pale as snow. She is pale as, yeah, you know what I mean. So anyway, but this movie gets a 3 out of 5. But don't forget to leave a like, recommend a good play or die movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel and come join Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.